today marks the end of pre-season for Pauli in this first season of a new era. So I just wanted to take a moment to show you around the club, show you the squad, the tactical direction I'm going to go in, and also any transfers I've made. So let's get right into it. Tactically, I think this is what I want to go with this season. Just a standard tiki-taka. 4-1-2-3, quite simple stuff. Nothing really too complex. In terms of the squad, I think we got a decent team. It's maybe not fantastic, maybe not an elite second Bundesliga team, but I think it should be enough for us to finish in the top half at least. Media prediction is 6th, so I think with this squad we can probably, we should be able to achieve that at a minimum. I think maybe even slightly higher, but I'm not expecting a full-on promotion push. With the squad dynamics, we're looking alright. When I first came here, team cohesion wasn't very good. Dressing room atmosphere was alright, but I think that's improved since then because I've also been doing stuff like team bonding and community outreach during training or after training, so that has improved there. Says there's one unhappy player at the club, Florian Carstens. I didn't really know about this, but I knew he wanted to go to Schalke, but we never actually received an offer from Schalke. Got one from Southampton, I think, which I rejected because he didn't really have any interest in them. So I'm not quite sure why he's unhappy, because I didn't stop him from going to Schalke. They never came in. But even if they did, I'd probably be reluctant to let him go. But if the right offer came in, we probably would sell him. I wouldn't want to keep him here against his will. And he's not a starter at the moment, so I wouldn't be totally against that. And if they still come in for him, I'll evaluate that when it happens. With the staff, as you can see, we've got quite a good group of people here. Highest average in the second Bundesliga in most aspects. Here we're lacking that, mainly because I don't think we need a loan manager or a technical director, because we don't have any players out on loan at the moment. And with a technical director, I normally prefer to do the job they do. So at the moment, I just don't see a need for them. But in the future, that might obviously change. But at the moment, I think I'm happy with the staff at the moment. As you can see, we had a very good pre-season. All wins apart from this loss against Bratislava and the draw against this lot, which really shouldn't have happened. But even though we lost, we absolutely dominated them. So that's always quite a good sign, especially in pre-season. I think we prepared the best we can, especially in this game. We should have won that one as well. So basically, we dominated every single pre-season game. And I don't think we could go into the season prepared any better, really. In terms of the board expectations, as I said, media prediction was 6th. The board expectation is top half, which would be 9th and above, and I think we should be able to achieve that. In the DFB Pokal, they want us to reach a second round, and first round we're playing against Düsseldorf, who are a semi-professional club, so I'm not that scared of getting sacked, in all honesty, unless something goes horrifically wrong in the league. But I think it's quite a good first season expectation. It allows us to, build up with minimal pressure and really go at it in the second season. With regard to the transfers, I only actually made 6 transfers. All the rest of these were done before I got here, but they're still here officially. So we signed this guy, 3 youngsters on the free, and they'll go into the youth teams. And they got Simon Asta on loan from Augsburg. I'm very excited about that. I really wanted a new right back, and we're getting him here on loan for a season, paying his wages, and also cost almost 70k there, I think. And he is a very good player, operating at a Bundesliga 2 level. So what more could you want? And we also managed to get in Leandro Barreiro from Mainz, and this guy is going to be very good for us, I think. An absolutely spirited individual, and he comes from Bundesliga side, just like Asta. He's got that experience. Not really played at a higher level, but he looks like a very good player. He should be a mainstay in that midfield this season. In terms of departures, We did manage to get rid of Jean-Philippe Kalla for 66 grand. You know, he was never really going to play for me, so that made sense. We're also looking at selling Mark Hornschuh, or he's listed on the transfer market before I got here, but he got injured, so it's unlikely that he will go. But I'm still going to try, especially when he comes back from injury, because I don't think he's going to play for us. As you can see, he's a leading player for third league teams, so he doesn't really fit in here with what I want to do. So yeah, I would have probably liked to have gotten a permanent transfer in, 1 or 2 maybe, but financially it just wasn't really viable. We had 800,000 at the start of the season, but I had to put a lot of that into the wage budget. There are a few players who wanted new contracts, and those players were players I really wanted to keep here. So yeah, that's probably the reason we couldn't really do much, but there might still be a possibility in January maybe. But the main problem is a lot of players in this league have very high wage demands. One of those examples would be Darren Fletcher. He's gone to DC United. Okay, he's accepted a much lower salary than what he wanted from me, but even so, I don't think I could have given him that much. Yes, the wage demand, that was smack bang in the middle of that for me. I would have liked to have gotten him because he is a model citizen. I think that could have helped us quite a lot, but ultimately it didn't happen. As you can see here, we've got a strong under-19 squad, and I will be looking to utilise this as much as possible, because youth development and just playing young players is really part of the German footballing identity and culture, and I want to continue that. I also think we have quite a good youth team. You know, the youth recruitment isn't great, but I'm sure we can improve that in the future. So basically, that was my introduction to my FC St. Pauli team, club, you know, general outline for what I wanted to do. Really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time when I get into the season.